Hi, welcome back again to Palatka, my favorite town in America. My name's Anne McNamara and this is my YouTube channel, and today I am interviewing Robbie Carrera, who is the founder and owner of this really cool store in the middle of the town, Lemon Street
Market and Mercantile.
That's the one. So, Robbie, we're talking about this fab town of Palatka and what you think it's going to take to reach its potential.
Palatka has so much going for it, and that is the first thing I think most people say when they come over the bridge and see it has so much potential. But I believe for Palatka to reach that potential to be a vibrant and vital downtown, we need to capitalize on our history, on our river, our ecotourism, heritage tourism, and the arts. We need a lot more space that's tenant-ready downtown. We have many buildings that are owned by folks, but they have not finished out the inside, so they're not leasable. That's a real issue. We also need more residential opportunities downtown. There are a few apartment complexes, but by and large, people don't live right downtown. They live in the adjacent neighborhoods or beyond, and it would really be good to have that opportunity to have people be downtown all the time. And I think from that, they'll want those amenities that will draw others, such as restaurant shops, all those things that bring people downtown and can keep them here for a period of time so they can spend their money.
Yeah, brilliant. So it's about building on what we've got, profiling what we've got, and getting more tenant-ready real estate. What about sort of coming up with Palatka-based offers so people can have packages put together?
Yeah, and I think that would be a great idea to have a menu of options of sorts so that if you come into town, you can easily discover this gnat in my face. You can easily discover what things you could do for a day, a weekend, a week, etc. And that could be spelled out for people. And I think that would be helpful for folks to know that. And perhaps doing it particularly for the longer time periods on a more regional basis. We have Crescent City, which is also in this county, which is a quaint little, smaller than Palatka town that also is trying to become more vibrant. And then Hastings, which is in the adjacent St. Johns County. If we could pull the three kind of little towns, this is the bigger of the three, together as kind of a package for people, I think that would be great. Because they all have different characteristics.
Yeah. Brilliant. How long have you been in Palatka now?
I've lived here full time for 18 years now.
Wow.
And I came, as most could tell from this accent, I'm not from this area, but I did move down here from Lastly, Connecticut, and I just thought Palatka was great, and I still think Palatka is great.
Yeah. What changes have you seen since you've been here?
Gosh, I've seen a lot of changes. The adjacent neighborhoods, I've seen a lot of restoration rehab of the houses there. I've seen a lot of actually restoration rehab of downtown, where now the city's in the process of repaving the downtown streets. That's going to start the end of this month, and after that the sidewalks are going to be redone and the streetscaping. I think that will add a lot to downtown and make it more attractive for people to come in. I also think if we're a community redevelopment area, with that come some funds that may be possible for facade grants, so that if the exterior of these buildings kind of look more presentable, I think again that will be more attractive for people to come here and visit and shop.
Brilliant. Thank you very much. Really appreciate your time and appreciate your wonderful taste in bringing this market to Palatka.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Anne.
So revitalizing towns isn't rocket science. There is a formula that has been tested over many years, and I've been part of observing or delivering that formula in the UK. And the key elements are you have got to have a strong community. There has to be a willingness to support and make change together. You need to have connectivity. You can't do this in the middle of nowhere. And you need to have the political will and drive. And I believe Palatka has all those three things. I think the elements that are missing, and these are really important, is Palatka needs its theme. It needs to define what it is for, and then it needs to market that. So if you look at a city like Orlando, we know that you go there for Disney, you go there for fun. It's built off the Disney theme. You go to Gainesville, it's because it's a college town. It has all the things you associate with college towns. St. Augustine, much smaller, but it's a beach town and it's historic. What is Palatka for? So defining what its theme is really important. And that theme, I think you'll be able to see, is already coming out in some of the videos I'm doing here. It's got a very independent theme, and it's people who really care about the town, and it's about people who can make stuff. And I think making stuff is really important. The second thing that needs to happen, so there's three things. One is, what is it for? Two is, the second thing is, let's drive that home with marketing. Let's get defined, organised town marketing where we all buy into it as owners, as producers, as entrepreneurs, and start driving that out to help people choose Palatka for that requirement. And the last thing is, it needs affordable real estate. So there is plenty of real estate in Palatka, but it's not the right sort of real estate. It needs to be made affordable for the startup stage. It needs rentable by the week, it needs to be de-risked, it needs to have smaller spaces, it needs to be cheaper, it needs to be more disposable. So the first properties that I do, that's what I'm going to be doing. It's going to be affordable spaces for people who can take it or leave it and build their businesses. And I think that is doable as a commercial model.